Testing, testing. Do you see me? Hello. Okay, so we're here today with Kelly Kandler of Firefly from New York to talk about marketing automation and CRM integration. But maybe you could introduce yourself first.
Yeah, I'm Kelly Kandler from New York City and have been a certified Eloqua consultant and also a certified Salesforce administrator for about 8 years, and have done many integrations for many size clients.
Like how many?
Like probably over almost 100 at this point, over 75. Almost every client I have has some sort of integration, and usually always Salesforce. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, my first question is really maybe the most basic ones. Why do you have to integrate these two systems?
Yeah, so the real reason is communication and efficiency, and really there's no reason not to. So Eloqua holds all of your marketing information, Salesforce or whatever CRM you use is going to hold your sales information, and both have reasons to speak to each other. So very important for sales to know what marketing is doing and what customers and prospects are doing, responding to on the marketing side, and very important for marketing to have sales contact and sale information to segment with and do better campaigns with.
So who needs this? Which types of companies, sizes, or?
Everybody. I've done integrations with every system, every industry, every size company. If you have multiple systems, there's no reason to not let them talk to each other. It makes the world much more efficient and productive.
So if you're thinking about this, you're a marketer or maybe a salesperson and you're thinking about doing this, what's the important thing to start thinking about before you do it? What's important?
Mostly you just have to know your data. It's not the most fun part of working, but everything comes with data strategy. You have to know what data is important to marketing, and you have to know what data is important to sales, and then all of your systems need to be in streamline so that that data goes back and forth correctly.
So if they go for this decision to start integrating, what do they need to prepare before we start working with them, before the initial workshops or whatever we start with?
Not really anything. All of the homework will come out of the strategy meetings that we have, so there's really no barriers to starting the conversation. We always start working with the client to do strategy with them, and then that might uncover some work that needs to be done, but there's no reason to not start the conversation right away.
And how do you start the conversation? What's the first step?
Usually a 1 hour or 2 hour strategy meeting. We talk about best practices, the best way to do it, and then we will apply that to what the particular client needs based on the systems that they have and the needs that they have for their specific situation.
So who needs to be in that meeting or in that workshop?
Marketing, obviously, but that's only half the picture. So we need salespeople to be involved because we need to know what information that they want and how they want to see it. And then also your system admins, obviously, because there might be some work that needs to be done. So marketing people, sales operations people, and system admin people.
Yeah, makes sense. So I guess this is a question that we get asked a lot, and you too probably. How long does it take?
Yeah, if everybody's ready to go and really excited, we can do an integration in a day.
In a day?
One day. And that's basic integration when everyone has pretty clean systems and there's not a lot of strategic things that we disagree on that need to be worked out. Technical integration we can do in a day. We identify what fields you need and we can hook the systems up pretty easily. If it's a bigger project, if there's things in Salesforce that need to be adjusted or things to marketing process that needs to be adjusted, it could be bigger. But we can get leads delivered to your CRM and marketing data delivered to your CRM and improve segmentation in a day.
Impressive.
It is.
But I mean, I think the process of actually taking the decision and knowing what you want out of it, it's what takes time.
Yes. And you can always, it's very important to say, you can do the basics in a day or even just a week to be a little more conservative maybe, and also add to it. You don't have to do everything at once. So you might start with some small pieces. For example, marketing wants to have a more efficient way to deliver a new marketing prospect to sales instead of spreadsheets and uploads and lists. Just getting those new names delivered can be very, very easy. It doesn't hurt your CRM. It doesn't change anything. It's just adding some new records in a very, very efficient way. So if you only want to do that piece, you can do that and then do other things later that are more technical and more strategic. So you don't have to do all or nothing. You can do it in phases and in pieces to make it easier.
So going back then to the very first steps, the things you go through in the first meetings or the first workshops, so what do you call it and what is it that you actually do?
So we call it an integration kickoff call. There's a kickoff deck, PowerPoint slides that talk about understanding the data, how it will actually work, how the systems speak to each other, understanding the data model. So we do a 1 to 2 hour kickoff call, and then the client is given some homework to identify what fields need to be created, when do you want to create a new record in CRM or update an existing one, just a few decisions, maybe 7 or 8 different decisions that we have to decide, and we document all of that, and then we do the technical configuration, which is actually the easier part. It's making the decisions that is harder. So strategy kickoff call, understanding what will happen, documenting what will happen, and then configuration and testing.
And then once again, the preparation that the client needs to do to get into that workshop doing this, what was that, the preparations?
Not really anything. We do the strategy together. So the strategy call might uncover some more homework, but there's really no prerequisite. You come and we ask the appropriate questions to organize what we need to do.
Sounds great. Thank you very much for sitting down in the sofa.
Sure.